Welcome to the PE Fitness channel, performance enhancement that is. I am your host Dylan Gemelli, and today we are going to talk about how to properly use GW501516, also known as Cardarine. Actually quite standard and pretty basic. Both men and women are going to have the same kind of dosage protocol. Now just remember something. GW501516 is technically not a SARM. We've covered this over the years thousands of times by now, but I want to make sure that we reiterate that it's grouped with SARMs. Technically not a SARM, but we're going to go ahead and group it there since it is daily and it's always on websites with them and advertised with them, etc. All right, so it's non-suppressive, meaning it's not going to suppress your natural testosterone levels. This is a very good thing. You can use it at any time, in any situation, in any scenario. That's why a lot of PCT protocols are going to be especially nice to include it in, because it has so many benefits, mainly with its ability to just be a performance enhancer. The abilities that it provides you to continue to work out in such a manner is going to be extremely beneficial in PCT, not to mention that it helps with cortisol, it helps with cholesterol, it helps with blood pressure. It's just all around a great benefit to add to any PCT protocol. But anyway, 12 to 16 weeks is where you should stick to in length. You don't want to overdo anything. I will get people asking me, well, can I double the dose? Well, can I run it for prolonged periods of times? And I always tell everybody the same thing. You can do whatever you want. The question is, should you? And the answer is no, you should not. You can desensitize yourself to it over time. And, you know, I don't think it's wise to be using anything too long if you shouldn't be or don't need to, or if it's kind of an unknown realm or territory. And there's just not a lot out there on prolonged use, but I wouldn't want to be the one that attempted to find out. You can go 12 to 16 weeks on, take 4 to 8 weeks off, and then you can do it again. Or you can just stay off of it. But don't be greedy and don't try to do too much. But men and women alike can run it just like that. And there's really not much more else to it. You're not going to experience any sort of crazy types of side effects or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about those issues popping up. The key here is to not be too greedy. More is not always better. So you want to stick with 20 milligrams a day. I will get people that ask me, well, will it be as effective at 10 milligrams per day? My answer is generally not as much. Okay? I'm not saying it won't be effective, because it's still effective at 10 milligrams a day, but 20 milligrams over all of these years now has proven to be the sweet spot and where you want to stick with. Well, can I go to 30? Sure, but you're not going to see any difference. You're just going to spend more money needlessly, use more product. You can go ahead and compare if you'd like. I've had it compared to, I can't tell you how many times over the years now, just to foolproof it, and there is no difference whatsoever, but we always notice a little bit less on the results when it comes to 10 to 20. So that tells you enough right there. You can do it however you like. You can tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. Everybody's different on how they respond to things. You have to keep that in mind as well. So just because 20 people have reported the same sort of, benefits or experiences, that doesn't always mean that it will be that way for you. There's always exceptions. There's always people with stories. That's just part of how this works, and you have to understand that. None of this it can be like 100%, 100%, 100%, but we have to give you the best advice that's in that higher, area, 70, 80%. So, mind you, always keep an eye on things and monitor things just to be safe and to be sure. So that's it when it comes to GW501516. It's very straightforward. It's very basic. But like I said, more is not always better, and don't be too greedy. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel, PE Fitness, Performance Enhancement Fitness. I am Dylan Gemelli. Subscribe and stay tuned, because you don't want to miss any more of these videos that are going to be coming out. So that's me, Dylan Gemelli, signing off.